Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. In an ESPN article, Mets owner Steve Cohen had a lot to say about the owners. This is Major League Baseball's owners, and we're going to talk about it in this video. And if you like this kind of content, you love the Mets, you love Major League Baseball, this is the video for you, and this video starts right now. Before we get into this video, I'm going to need you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. I do plenty of Mets content on here and Major League Baseball, and this is the kind of channel you want to subscribe to and follow. I'll give you everything you could possibly want out of a Mets channel. Trades, free agent signings, Mets history. I got everything here. So this is the channel you want to subscribe to. A headline: Steve Cohen not worried about what other teams think of Mets spending. Quote, I'm following the rules. They're putting it on me. Maybe they need to look more at themselves. Steve Cohen's Mets are set to enter the 23 season with a payroll of roughly $370 million. Not only the highest in baseball this year, but the highest in the history of the sport. The 66-year-old's plan has always been to spend big now while allowing the Mets to rapidly develop farm system to catch up and produce oodles of MLB contributors. It will also be relatively inexpensive and should allow New York to get back under the luxury tax. I would mention that this was a major blow that they took the other day by losing Matt Allen to that third surgery to his elbow and that second Tommy John surgery. That's a major blow to the Met farm system. The likelihood that this level of spending from Cohen is almost certainly temporary has done nothing to quiet the angst and complaining from other teams. Often anonymously, sometimes in the record, and much softer than the anonymous quotes about Cohen's spending, what it means for the sport. In a one-on-one interview with ESPN's Jeff Passan, Cohen discussed the Mets' payroll, what's next, and what he envisions. Quote, I've heard what everyone else has heard, that they're not happy with me, Cohen said. I hear things from people who are maybe more neutral, that they're taking a lot of heat from their fans. I kind of look at that like you're looking at the wrong person. They're putting it on me. Maybe they need to look more at themselves. I'm not responsible for how other teams run their clubs, he added. I'm really not. That's not my job. And there are disparities in baseball. We know that to be true. I'm following the rules. They set the rules down. I'm following them, end quote. The disparities Cohen referred to are clear. A team like the Oakland A's can never outspend the Mets. But there have been other large market teams that have shied away from big free agent spending lately, including the Boston Red Sox. As far as his own spending, Cohen told ESPN he was surprised at the heights it reached this offseason, but with the Mets having to replace so many core players and none of their potentially impact pitching prospects close to ready, the owner went for it. Quote, I didn't know I was going to have to spend like I did. I actually was a little naive in that regard. But once I got comfortable and realized, okay, what's it going to take to put a great team on the field? I still had made a commitment to the fans and to baseball that I was going to come in and turn this thing around. I came in saying I'm all in. And I keep my word. He continued. We're in New York and I'm competitive. If you're going to own a team, I came in for commitment that I was going to put a good product on the field. And I think I've done that. I had no idea what it was going to cost to put a good product on the field. But I'm in a position where I make a good income, right? So I can do this. Continued. The goal is to eventually get our payroll down to something more normalized for a New York team. He also discussed the highest luxury tax threshold that the Mets have blown well past, which is $293 million. I don't think it was that big a deal. I was already going to be in a big bracket anyways, no question. So it's like the government raising taxes. You're already in a high bracket. What I think about is making income. If I make income, it solves problems. Quote, it'd be great to get the payroll to the point where I don't have to pay tax anymore. That's the goal. If we do our job and develop a farm system, get a nice, sustainable pipeline going, we should be able to accomplish that. The Dodgers did it. The Dodgers what was their payroll in 2015. So we have a situation where a lot of owners, they're all billionaires, they all have a lot of money. A lot of them just don't spend the money. The Pittsburgh Pirates have one of the richest owners in the world, one of the richest owners in the country, and he doesn't spend any money. They got a beautiful ballpark. They have a great fan base. Doesn't spend money. Oakland A's, in spite of the problems that they have there with the ballpark, the owner has money. He just doesn't want to spend it on the team. But that's a bad situation, being in Oakland. They need to move. And, of course, the Boston Red Sox, which used to be a big spending team, they spend money on over-the-hill Justin Turner and let Xander Bogaerts walk. I'm surprised they re-signed Rafael Devers. Surprised. Now I love talking about baseball, and particularly I love talking about the New York Mets. So if you want to follow a channel that loves those two things, this is really the channel you need to subscribe to. I know a lot about the Mets, a lot about baseball, and we can talk about it here, and I can learn from you, you can learn from me. I do talk to people, I write to people on a regular basis when you write to me. And, of course, I do all kinds of videos. There are weekly live streams. There are shorts. I would mention I have merchandise on the channel. That please go check it out. I have plenty of baseball caps that you might be interested with the Baseball Hut logo on it. So I want to thank you all for coming by. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you, and I'll see you later.